Apple Valley News now. A pickup truck slams into a Starbucks in Kennewick. Plus, it helps people who are trying to overcome addiction. Now, Ideal Option in Yakima has moved to a new location.
And it's cold and cloudy in our region. I'll let you know what's in store for the week ahead in my First Alert forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Special Edition, on your side.
Thanks for joining us on this special edition of Apple Valley News Now. I'm Alyssa Warner. We're on early so that we can bring you Monday Night Football coming up later this evening. But first, 98 people died of drug overdoses in Yakima County last year. It's a snapshot of a growing problem across the state and the country. And while treatment programs are available, long wait lists can be a barrier to recovery. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the expansion and relocation of a local addiction medicine center should help.
Ideal Option has moved from its location at 11th Avenue and River Road over to 39th Avenue to a bigger facility that's allowing them to triple the number of patients they're able to see every day from 25 to 75. The outpatient treatment center helps people struggling with substance use, including fentanyl, opiates, marijuana, cocaine, and alcohol. It's low barrier, meaning no wait lists, and most forms of insurance are accepted. They use a combination of medication-assisted treatment to help patients from having physical cravings and withdrawals, and counseling to help them work through their recovery. And they don't kick people out of the program for relapsing.
That's part of recovery. We have a lot of things in place to help an individual make sure that they're on the right path, and we just want to make sure that we're serving people the best way we can.
Coming up after the game, we'll hear more about the services that Ideal Option has to offer and how people can take advantage of them. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Emily. And the Yakima Health District has been awarded a $1 million grant from the EPA's Environmental Justice Program to help improve water and air quality in the Lower Valley. This grant will allow them to increase education around nitrate contamination and to ramp up their testing. During the week of January 8th, 250 homes in the Lower Valley will receive a letter with a nitrate test strip that you can run through the tap to see if your water has above the amount of nitrates considered safe to drink. The letter will also have information in both English and Spanish and a number you can call to schedule follow-up testing.
I do hope you will take that opportunity and find out what level of nitrate is in your well, and if it is too high, that you'll work with them to accept bottled water and find other sources of alternative water.
Now, at least 47 families are already living on bottled water. The initial testing will focus on areas that health officials believe have the highest concentrations, then work their way outward as they are able to find more funding. The United States Supreme Court ruled today on several cases regarding federal COVID vaccine mandates. These cases came in response to a pandemic-era mandate which required vaccinations for federal workers. Well, lower courts ruled against plaintiffs in 2 of the cases, ruled in favor in 1 of them. The Biden administration has now rescinded federal worker vaccine requirements, so the justices decided all 3 cases were irrelevant. A truck slammed into a Starbucks store this morning in Kennewick. That happened at the Canal Drive location. The pickup went through a window in the front of the store, and the driver's not hurt. We're told they are cooperating with authorities. That person told Apple Valley News Now the collision was an accident. One person did have minor injuries, but is expected to be okay, and the store was expected to close for the rest of the day. The crash is under investigation. A fire ravaged several coops and sheds at a home in Benton County this morning. It happened just before 10:30 when fire crews arrived to the scene to find the buildings fully engulfed in flames. Animals had to be rushed out of the coops while firefighters continued to work on putting that fire out. It's not yet known what started the fire or if any animals were hurt during the blaze. Thankfully, we're told no people were hurt. Now let's talk about your forecast. It's been pretty warm out there today considering. Stacey, is that going to be sticking around for us?
A little bit of a warm up, a couple degrees for a day or so, and then we cool back down. But right now, 42 degrees outside. Winds are light to zilp, and our sunset tonight at 4:10. So a good looking day, just overcast and kind of gloomy, and that's going to be the setup pretty much all week. Let's take a look at our weather pattern for the next few days. Ridge of high pressure moving in. We've got the jet stream right on top of us, and that's going to to bring that cooler air down from Canada, but we're keeping pretty calm weather-wise. Not a whole lot happening for the next 48 hours or so. Things will start changing, though, Tuesday into Wednesday out on the coast. We've also been tracking dense fog today. Still seeing some fog in the Cle Elum area, looking pretty good in the Columbia Basin. Pendleton been seeing some fog, but do count on some more fog developing overnight tonight. Here's our temperature trend. Not a big sway in those temperatures over the next 24 hours. So we're going to drop just below freezing in the Yakima Valley. But other than that, we're going to stay fairly warm tonight as we move through the next 24 hours. So here's what's coming up. Mostly cloudy, patchy fog, chilly overnight. Mountain snow could return Wednesday to Friday. Overall, a quiet week in our neck of the woods. I'll get to more in our First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. It's been just over 5 years since a judge sentenced former Kennewick School Superintendent Paul Rozier to a decade in federal prison for attempted child sex trafficking. I have to warn you, the details of this case are disturbing. Rozier pleaded guilty in June of 2018. I talked with the Kennewick police detective who caught Rozier thanks to his work with the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force.
The way that started, he believed he was talking to an underage individual that was a prostitute. The option that he was given is, well, there's me and there's my friend. What do you want? His response initially was both.
Kennewick Police Detective Bill Dramus says the investigation that ended with Paul Rozier's arrest in 2017 is the type that started with a conversation on the internet, not with a victim coming forward.
He broke off the conversation, but then he re-engaged. He reinitiated the conversation with a child. And again, the question was, okay, well, who or, what? And he specifically told the 15-year-old, I want the 13-year-old.
The investigation later revealed decades of what Rozier's now ex-wife calls a double life. Mary Montgomery says she didn't realize what was going on until she got that call in 2017.
I first thought Paul must be suffering from a brain tumor when we got the call from jail that he'd been arrested. Not the great Paul Rozier. Something must have, somebody's made a mistake. This can't be true.
Detective Dramus calls that double life a criminal's secret world.
We like to speak about their secret world because if they're able to control the people around them, what we have in this particular case is somebody that is in a very well-known, very high-profile public position. That secret world has to be really small.
Montgomery says looking back, she could have tried harder to trust her instincts and raise alarms. But at the time,
he kind of draped himself in that cloak of respectability, and pretty soon you don't question what he's doing because everybody loves him. If I'd have mentioned to, let's say, some people in the district, maybe even to somebody on the school board, something to the effect of, I'm kind of worried about Paul. Is something going on I need to know about? Maybe someone would have come forward.
Years later, she's moving on with her life, working to come back from the financial losses of getting lawyers and paying fines. Mary says her best advice for others is to be aware of what's going on in your partner's life. And if something feels wrong, she says, don't ignore it. Now, after Monday Night Football, we're going to hear more from the detective about what goes into this type of investigation and what you should not do if you suspect that a criminal like this is targeting someone in your life. But first, we're talking about 4 power substations knocked offline last Christmas, and now we finally know why. That incident landing a man behind bars. We have an update next. Plus, they aim to help the community. Now several nonprofits are hoping for support after an event today in Pasco. And we're enduring cold and cloudy conditions in the Mid-Columbia. Stacey Lee has a look at what's ahead this week, coming up in your First Alert forecast. You're watching Apple Valley News Now.
The holidays are here, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your holiday gathering needs. Whole turkeys, fully cooked and perfectly seasoned, just heat and serve. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Or call 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
It's so hard to sleep when it's hot, impossible to work, and even uncomfortable to relax. You need a fan, but they're bulky, awkward, and never put the breeze exactly where you want it. Introducing My Fold-Away Fan from Bell & Howell, the compact cordless fan that unfolds into your own personal wind machine and extends to nearly 4 feet high. Amazing! Forget plug-in fans that never reach. This rechargeable lithium-powered fan goes anywhere you need it with a charge that lasts up to 10 hours. And oh yeah, it has power, enough to blast a breeze to the other side of this room. Now that's some wind. At an ultra lightweight of less than 2 pounds, it's easier than ever to have a personal targeted breeze inside or outside in just seconds. Plus, this whisper quiet fan has 3 separate speeds, so set it on low to stay cool while watching TV, or use it on the patio to battle the summer heat. Crank it up to high for a refreshing breeze in the kitchen. And it's so portable. Use it to chill down outdoor activities like gardening, fishing, or even camping trips. Plus, with a unique telescoping stand, you can place it on the floor so the breeze will easily reach atop the bed, across the top of the dinner table, or even over your work desk at the office. Then the whole thing folds away for easy storage. There's never been another fan like it.
I've never seen anything like this. It's so compact and it magically unfolds into a full-sized fan.
It's portable and rechargeable. I can take it anywhere.
Other fans sell for over $100 and they're not rechargeable. But get My Fold-Away Fan from Bell & Howell for just 2 payments of $19.99. It comes with the USB cable to make charging fast and easy, plus our 90-day warranty. My Fold-Away Fan, the ultra-portable, compact, and rechargeable fan that will keep you cool anywhere. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-349-4196 or go to myfoldawayfan.com. That's 1-800-349-4196, or you can order online at myfoldawayfan.com. Order now.
We hope you're having a happy holiday season.
Welcome back. A man convicted in the attack on 4 power substations in Western Washington last year has now learned his fate. A judge sentenced Jeremy Grahan to a 1.5 years in prison. He and another defendant, Matthew Greenwood, both pleaded guilty. Now, prosecutors tell us Grahan and Greenwood planned to cut power to the substations near Tacoma last Christmas so they could rob ATMs. Thousands of people lost power, and the attacks caused more than $200,000 in damage. A judge will sentence Greenwood next month. Cleanup has gotten underway after a gasoline pipeline leak. That happened in the Western Washington town of Conway along the Olympic pipeline. The spilled gas forced one school to cancel classes. It's also impacted the environment.
What we learned was that there was the gas leak next to where they just completed the new salmon habitat.
Now, the leak happened not far, as you heard, from a brand new salmon habitat that lets fish travel through. Officials say the leak is not related to that construction, though. The Department of Ecology says the gas leak was caused by an overwhelming vault on the Olympic pipeline. BP, which operates that pipeline, says the pipeline was not ruptured. More than 24 nonprofit organizations were able to meet with members of the business community today at an annual nonprofit showcase put on by the Pasco Chamber of Commerce. Jill, you were there. What did you learn from today's event?
Well, thanks, Alyssa. Every month, the Pasco Chamber of Commerce, they host this membership luncheon. And over the years, the luncheon has actually changed a bit. The Chamber would have brought in a few nonprofits to highlight at least one of these luncheons. Well, it's now grown to the point where they forgo the luncheon altogether in favor of a trade show event. There were 27 organizations from throughout the Tri-Cities at today's nonprofit showcase at the Red Lion Hotel and Conference Center in Pasco. One of the goals for the Chamber is to raise money for these organizations through the proceeds of the registration fees, as well as a variety of other methods.
All our guests have $10 that they get to spend on GISA's behalf. So GISA is matching a donation up to $10 per registered guest. And then as the guests come, there's an opportunity for them to provide an additional donation out of their own pocket, either by check, cash, or through a QR code. And they can give them to all, or they can give them to a select few, however they want to do it, through Three Rivers Community Foundation.
In addition to raising financial support for these nonprofit organizations, the Pasco Chamber of Commerce is hoping its members will create and strengthen their relationships with these groups. And coming up after the football game, I'll introduce you to some of the organizations that were at the showcase today and discuss some of their programs and the support that's needed to keep them running.
That looked very festive out there. What kind of financial goal did they set for today?
Well, they didn't have a specific financial goal. They do want to exceed what they got last year, which was around $2,000, and they're hoping they can hit kind of that $5,000 mark.
Wow, that's a big goal. We'll keep you posted. Thanks, Jill.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And overall, we're going to have a pretty quiet week. We have a ridge of high pressure riding in, and that's going to keep those low clouds still and fog in the region. But overall, not a lot of moisture or activity. That big system you saw on the coast, that could develop into some rain or snow again on the west side. But for the next couple of days, things are looking pretty quiet in the Columbia Basin. We even have a little bit of a warm front coming down, so those temperatures have warmed up slightly through tomorrow, and then we'll see a little bit of cool down as we get to Wednesday. So overall, not a lot going on. Here's the low clouds and fog that we're seeing this afternoon and evening. That will continue to persist through tonight into tomorrow. Expect cloudy at the bus stop on your way to work. Northerly flow of winds coming down, but very light winds, and we will have to keep an eye on our air quality for the next couple of days with this inversion layer just kind of hanging out and sitting on top of us. Best chance for a little bit of sun coming on Wednesday, and then here comes that system off the coast as it makes its way across the Cascade Mountains. We could see some mountain snow showers beginning late Tuesday into Wednesday, so be prepared for that. Now, we've been tracking dense fog. There was a dense fog warning this morning. We're still seeing some low clouds and fog in the Pendleton area. Looking pretty good from the Tri-Cities into Yakima and Ellensburg. Cle Elum looking better. They were down to about a quarter mile of visibility earlier today. So the dense fog advisory has expired, but indeed we could see more fog tonight. 42 degrees on our Legends Casino Skycam. Looking good. Sunset 4:10. Couldn't really tell. Did not need the shades today. Here's what our temperature trend looks like for the next couple of days. Again, our average at 41 degrees. So we're staying just slightly above that. We're going to dip down Wednesday, and then our temperature staying right about that level. So fairly warm for December, and we're staying pretty consistent to our average. A little bit warmer in Yakima with those temperatures hitting close to 45 today. We'll stay right above the average of 39 all week long in Yakima. So not bad temperature wise. Like I said, really chilly though tonight, especially in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Those temperatures are going to jump below the freezing level. We could see 29 tonight, Yakima, 32 in Sunnyside, 27 Ellensburg, 31 in Toppenish. Moving into the Columbia Basin, slightly warmer, staying just above that freezing level where we could still see some low clouds and fog. Temperatures in the mid 30s. Looking out towards the foothills of the Blues, those temperatures staying above freezing tonight as well. Let's take a look at those daytime highs for tomorrow. Most of us in the 40s. We'll see a warmer 39 there in Ellensburg, 42. So yeah, right above our average. So not a bad looking day, just overcast and cloudy. So let's plan your day out. We're going to see fog out the door in Yakima. Chilly temperatures at 8. That fog hopefully burns off later. It may not. And again, we'll keep an eye on the air quality. As you get into the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla, a little bit of a warmer morning, but notice the temperatures don't fluctuate a whole lot. You'll see overcast conditions, and that dense fog is going to just hang out at the foothills of the Blues near Walla Walla tomorrow for most of the day. So that's pretty much the weather trend for the next couple of days. I'll get to your 7-day planning forecast here in just a few minutes. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. Social media now plays a big role in everyday life. Tonight, we're talking about what new research has discovered about teens and their social media use. That's next on Apple Valley News Now.
Check out the Ellensburg Bowl. Cap gave you local news at 6 Tuesday.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere to fix that? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast, so strong, and so convenient. It's like putting the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires of your car on a single charge, or inflate a bag full of soccer balls at practice. Bullseye Pro is so advanced, it has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Plus, it can be 100% hands-free. You simply set the target pressure and walk away, keeping you out of harm's way. Bullseye Pro is lightweight, durable, and powerful enough to inflate this massive monster truck tire. Plus, it has 4 ultra-bright LED lights to safely inflate at night. Bullseye Pro comes with 3 custom air nozzles on board, so you can easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Forget driving to the gas station. Bullseye Pro is your anywhere, anytime inflation station. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system, all for the factory direct price of just $79.99. It comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. That's right, free shipping. But to really inflate this offer, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. You get it all. An incredible value for one low price. Call or go online to order now.
To order, call 1-800-354-2157 or go to getbullseyepro.com. So call 1-800-354-2157. That's 1-800-354-2157 or order online at getbullseyepro.com. Order now.
Hi, I'm Gino at Italstone.
Hi, I'm Andrew at Italstone. Excited to join my father's business, a true family business.
And we got great news for you. We just got a fantastic deal on quartz and granite slabs that we want to pass on to you. You will be shocked at the savings. Come and see us for a free estimate. You'll be glad you did. We are with you every step of the way.
It's Monday Night Football on Apple Valley News Now as the Green Bay Packers head for New York to battle the Giants. The Packers, the Giants at 4:30. Then stay tuned for Apple Valley News Now primetime tonight.
Welcome back. Continuing coverage tonight of the concern over reports of anti-Semitism and Islamophobia on some college campuses. The University of Pennsylvania president resigned over the weekend, that after an exchange with a federal lawmaker last week during a hearing. Now, the Harvard College president, who also attended that hearing, is gaining support from colleagues and faculty. Hundreds have signed a petition in support of Claudine Gay. She and the president of MIT also face criticism for failing to condemn anti-Semitism at their schools during that hearing. The Department of Education continues to investigate at least 15 schools and universities for reports of discrimination. In your health news this evening, the new prescription medications that can help you drop weight might come with a caveat. You might also gain it back if you stop taking the medication. A new study confirms it. Eli Lilly sponsored the trial for its drug Zepbound. The study followed 670 adults who took the drug for 9 months. Half of the study participants then switched to a placebo. On average, those taking Zepbound lost about 60 pounds and shed 9 inches from their waistline when the trial ended. Meanwhile, those in the placebo group dropped 22 pounds from their starting weight and trimmed about 3 inches from their waist. The study's authors say most of those on the placebo would likely have continued to regain the weight that they lost. More than 3 million people suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome, according to the CDC. The report found that 1.3% of adults in the United States had chronic fatigue between 2021 and last year. The findings put a sharper focus on the condition, as the report found more people suffer from it than previously believed. Researchers say these numbers may represent an undercount of those with the condition as well. We've been following the growing concerns about teens and their social media use. A new Pew Research Center report found a majority of teens use YouTube and TikTok. 1/3 of those surveyed said they used at least one social app, quote, almost constantly. Generally speaking, 46% of teens say they use the internet almost all the time. That figure has doubled since the first Pew survey in 2015. STCU and Apple Valley News Now want your help in finding community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step to help us all. You can nominate someone like this by clicking on the Contests tab at applevalleynewsnow.com. From your nominations, we choose volunteers to profile, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 donation. So thank you for nominating someone. A big thanks to all of the volunteers who make our community stronger, and thank you as well to STCU. We'll be right back.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Uh-oh, you heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered motion-activated multi-directional floodlight that showers a super span of light right where you need it. Simply stick it in the yard or mount it anywhere around your home. The onboard solar panel absorbs the sun all day to energize a flood of light at night. No wires or installation frustration. Watch. The instant motion is detected. The Bionic Floodlight triggers 108 high-intensity LED bulbs on 3 separate panels. That instantly blasts an area of over 1,000 square feet with bright, penetrating light, then automatically shuts off after the motion stops. Each panel is fully adjustable to direct the right light to the right spot. The Bionic Floodlight is the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And it's from Bell & Howell, the brand name your family has trusted for over 100 years. No more arriving to a dark driveway or house at night. Place them in the ground to illuminate walkways and entryways. Add an evening accent light to your garden or mount it to keep unwanted critters away. Adjust the panels to light your deck and your food on the grill at the same time. Add light by the hot tub or pool without dangerous electrical wires. Host the nighttime neighborhood hoops games. And enjoy the great outdoors at night, right out your back door or in the backyard. Move it anywhere for any reason and in any weather in any season. Best of all, it's backed by our exclusive Bell & Howell Bionic 10-year satisfaction guarantee. Get the Bionic Floodlight, and right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now, and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. And when you call, ask about the contractor's discount on the 4-light family pack. Get your Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell right now, and the shipping is free. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-248-8281 or go to BionicFloodlight.com. Again, that's 1-800-248-8281 or order online at BionicFloodlight.com.
During the holiday sale at Furniture Row, I could show you one sofa, one table, one mattress, even just one bed. But then you'd miss out on the hundreds of other sofas, tables, beds, mattresses, and accessories that make up Furniture Row's incredible selection and guaranteed lowest prices. And best of all, everything is on sale. Plus, 5 years, no interest financing. Shop the holiday sale today, only at Furniture Row.
Is your furnace worn out and a bit ugly? Apple Valley News Now and Jacobs & Rhodes present the Ugly Furnace Contest, your chance to win a brand new gas furnace. To enter, click on Contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com and follow the instructions. Everyone who enters gets a free system inspection. One second prize winner gets a 2-year membership in the Jacob & Rhodes Maintenance Club. And the grand prize winner gets the new gas furnace, including expert installation by Jacobs & Rhodes. The Ugly Furnace Contest from Jacobs & Rhodes and Apple Valley News Now.
Skiers and snowboarders hit the slopes this weekend when the summit at Snoqualmie opened. This year, the resort opened late, but officials say they just had to wait for the right amount of snow to fall on the slopes. Skiers and snowboarders apparently did enjoy themselves.
Great for first day. You know, it's not scrapey. There's stuff to push around. It's great.
We come up every year, and it's just fun to see their progression of learning and getting out on this wonderful day and all the fresh powder.
Now, officials at the summit say that because it is still early in the season, they recommend that you be careful when you're skiing because of the thin snow coverage. And they're asking everyone to be alert, watch out for any hazards. We were just talking about this a moment ago, Stacy. Surprise, I mean, I should know by this point that, you know, conditions up in the mountains very different than what we see here in the Tri-Cities.
That's right. My husband even got out and got a little snow this weekend himself.
So definitely get up to the mountains if you're looking for that.
There's just enough to open, but we need more. So let's take a look at our final weather forecast, a 7-day planner. Look at us now. This is when you go to the mountains. When we're socked in with fog, you get up there, you can get above that inversion layer and see some sunshine, but very foggy, especially in Walla Walla along the foothills of the Blues. It's going to be fog, 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 and that could impact air travel. You know, as you know, if the fog's too dense, it does affect our Tri-Cities airport. Look at Yakima, fogged in, pretty solid. We'll have differing amounts of fog here in the Columbia Basin, but temperatures not too bad, not too cold, a little chilly at night, but not horrible.
Well, you know, I'll take it. For mid to late December, that's a pretty good forecast.
That's right.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. Monday Night Countdown is next, followed by Monday Night Football at 5:15. That's the Green Bay Packers versus the New York Giants. Apple Valley News Now, back tonight after the game. You can always find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.